podcast, mix of world high. This is the Link to the Past Randomizer Casual Boots Tournament 2022. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Bobtastic, and joining me today on commentary is Lana Bean. How you doing?
Doing fan-darn-tastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I forgot to ask you about the pronunciation of the vowels there, so I just kind of said Lana. Anyway, hello everybody.
Bye.
Alright, so today we have a match in the Casual Boots Tournament between Obscure and Telethar. Obscure, of course, being the actual winner of the recent main tournament, so that's a thing.
Knocked me out of this tournament, too.
Fair enough. And we have already got a flute from the word go here.
That's a good start. So, Obscure Lifeform and Telethar are, of course, racing, and on the other end, they'll have Ganon's Gone Wild and Gridchin. The winner of that race will face the winner of this race.
Still got plenty of rounds left in this tournament, many of which are, a good portion of which are ending up getting covered here. Pretty cool.
Good money start to the seat with a big free hundo.
Yep, certainly not quite as worried about potential Zora money issues. So you know, Obscure dashing through the tunnel there, killing a couple cards in the process. One thing I did learn, though, is that dashing through something and killing it means it is guaranteed not to drop anything.
That is true.
That is something that you actually pay attention to if you're doing the NMG run, because you want to set up certain drops in certain places. That being said, hey, half magic.
Well, I think the charge kill does count towards your kill count, so if you're trying to lead up to something like Zelda 1, that's probably fine, but if you want to drop from something, probably shouldn't charge through it.
Alright.
As y'all can see with this catch-up here, these runners are right neck and neck.
Oh, yeah. With runners who have been doing this for, shall we say, the hottest of minutes, I don't expect there to be a huge difference coming through Escape, especially with the boots going on. Only so much you can do.
And they've only played 1 or 2 matches. They got this. Just joking. These two are well versed in this tournament, and frankly, in just about all Zelda tournaments.
So I've decided, personally, that the whole movement with dashing around and then stopping and dashing around, you know, that's standard boots movement, I know. But I've decided it needs a name.
I'm here for that. What is it?
Intermittent fasting.
That's awesome. I'll take it. Well done. Alright, Telethar has got to be a little bit careful. Down to a half heart. Can pick up a safety heart coming up, though.
Alright. So, looks like Obscure picked up a little bit on the movement there, coming out of Escape, or coming out of Zelda Cell. And Telethar's having to be a little careful on account of being on half a heart. So yeah, no surprises there that a couple, on both sides, a couple hearts getting picked up there.
Those ropes
like
later
on.
on. Oh yeah. The ropes later on in Escape are just kind of sporadic, and you can get whacked by several.
Yeah, we have not seen any bombs yet in Escape, so that could be a bit of an issue, except it's not, because we have boots. Though it is very nice to have bombs, of course. right.
Here's the big question. Who's going to forget to activate the flute when they get to town?
Me. I'm not playing.
Probably neither of them. I have a good shot of forgetting to activate flute if I find it somewhere in escape. Did we ever find a map?
I don't think so.
So there's another little game we play here. Who's going to remember not to loot the chest here?
I mean, that being said, I don't know for sure, so I wouldn't fault any of our runners for just checking it.
0 for 1. 0 for 2. All right, they both checked it. So 2 for 2, I guess, if you will. Right, map check. Vanilla Eastern, Pendant, Hera, Regular Crystal at Desert.
All right, Kane of Samaria sitting in the Bonk Rocks right outside of Sanctuary, just where you want to see it. All right, so we have Telethar just having checked the Lumberjack, and Skier just checking it there, and somehow I missed the item on both accounts. I'm so bad.
Let's just say there were 20 of them.
Okay, good. Hey, there we go. That is basically optimal 10 bomb placement right there. Not even gonna lie.
You do not want to skip that one.
Ooh. Bunch more money there as well.
Hey, we switched over to Telethar's audio. We have the Hollow Knight MSU for anybody wondering.
All right, so we have Blind's Hut being cleared out by Telethar and Obscure, of course. Once again, we get Glove and Bow, which is quite the pickup here.
Pendant Eastern. Green Pendant Eastern. Still not in logic, of course. Need either a fire rod or the lamp. But it's a decision.
Ooh, one pair of flippers and a fire rod. So that actually puts Armos in logic. Hi.
Yeah. Unless it's a vanilla big key, that's logical Eastern right now.
All right, 1 second. I've come here to say, with the flute in escape, remember to activate here at the bird. If you don't play the song, you'll realize before long, your told seed will go wrong. I give you my word.
Dr. Bobtastic, everybody. Fantastic as always.
Okay. I had to scramble to put together passable lyrics when the flute was picked up. Anyway.
Hey, that was perfect. Love it.
All right, let us check some more things. We've got bombs here in chicken hut, so, you know, a refund on the entry fee.
Exactly. You get your free 10, you use them, and the game's like, no, 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 we want you to have 10.
Precisely. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay, well, there's a crystal. Okay.
Yeah, desert's now in logic too. That's ridiculous. And I love it.
So this will be interesting routing. I mean, you can go well left towards the desert area. You can go a little bit further to the right, go mini Moldorm west. But with the flippers, you could also just go full right and do flippers checks, and gosh, these guys have some decisions.
I mean, I just think a flute to 6, just do desert right now. Why not?
Oh, hi.
Yes, yes, that is the correct answer.
Apparently it is. Chat, it is hammer time. And Obscure making the right call as well. But checking Agina.
Yeah, going into Agina first is not a terrible call because, you know, if you're going to just beat the dungeon, you might as well take care of this real quick, just in case there's something in here that makes it easier.
True. I would think it'd be a shade faster to do desert and just walk to the... And Agina gets a bomb. Well done, Obscure. I approve.
Game's like, no, you get 10. You don't understand.
And bombs for you, sir. And we didn't mention, but the greatly appreciated Sammy Maz is handling our tracking today. You are amazing as always. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Easel Pilot with the restream help. That is greatly appreciated as well.
Alright, one big key on the right-hand side, just like you ordered it. That's not how I ordered it, but you know. Yes, we already have the King of Samaria, the bow, the fire rod, flippers, book, a bunch of shenanigans that we might need here.
About to get a hammer, too.
About to have a hammer. We really need a moon pearl. That's kind of the main blocking progression item at this point. But at that point, you've got so much available, it's almost sickening.
You do. You could flute right to the well for 2 checks, go east for 5 more at Mini Moldor, Ice Rod Cave, all the flippers checks. You got places to go, even a couple checks on Death Mountain.
Alright, so 1 hammer acquired for Telethar, and Obscure will be acquiring the hammer as well shortly. We'll be seeing a fight against Lanmo, both runners with half magic and fire rod. I don't expect this to be a problem.
Not unless Lanmo does something weird.
I mean, when has Lanmo ever been known to do something weird? I mean, like every other time.
True. You were supposed to go right, you fool! Darn, Lanmo. So far, nothing directly out of desert progression-wise, but if I counted right, I believe we do have an item on Landmo.
Sounds about right. Alright, both runners acquiring the hammer. Let us see what Lanmo has in store.
Be a mirror, be a mirror. I was
blue ruby. It was the right color, wrong item.
It was blue.
Double D.
I was hoping to force him up Death Mountain and be like, sorry, no South Shore for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I'm tempted to clear Eastern right now. I don't know why. I mean, it's a pendant dungeon, but it is the green pendant, and I'm just like, eh. So yeah, Telethar is going to come into Agina's cave and probably just save and quit out, I would guess.
Most likely. But we're about to see the difference, I guess, in terms of time.
Not going to be a huge amount, but could really make a difference. No, he's just going to run out. Okay.
Yeah, got the flute, I guess. Doesn't make a huge difference in terms of time. I'd probably still save and quit, but that's me. And Obscure
So
takes
both
down...
runners after this are going to be fluting away, so...
Exactly. Land Mo down for Obscure.
And we are going to South Shore here. We're doing Dam into Mini Moldorm into, I'm assuming, the rest of this mess.
The most important item in the game, the bug net.
I mean, it certainly is an item. I'll give you that.
Both runners have the only crystal dungeon in Light World done, so that's not too bad, sub 15. Obscure, though, starting at Ice Rod Cave.
I'm so used to keys. I'm like, how do they already know where the pendants and stuff are?
I've done that too. I played like a 3 cross key seeds, and I was like, how do they know? Oh, right.
Alright, we got Mini Moldorm Cave. Starting off right here. Alright.
Evil shield. Evil shield.
We got basically hot garbage all around. Almost completely vanilla there.
And it was $50 on the Hylia Island.
Uh-huh. Alright, so Telethar, unsurprisingly, heading to Ice Rod Cave as well.
Obscure finds another big 20. Well played.
And, yeah, so Obscure now gonna, I'm assuming, flute to 7 here? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, fluting out of Hobo is a wonderful idea there. Just because you don't want to have to, swim all the way back, and using that as an excuse to go to 7 feels pretty good.
But does Telethar avoid Hobo for now?
It's possible.
Guess not. I almost avoid Hobo in that situation, do Zora. And then save and quit, check Hobo if needed afterward.
Well, I mean, if you're doing the whole water walk thing like this, to get here, it's not that bad. Now, fun thing is, Obscure could actually set a water walk up in this room if he wanted to potentially do the Zora ledge, But, well, I mean, he's got the water flippers. What am I talking about? But you know what I mean.
Those 2 land mows on the left were avoiding bombs like crazy for poor Obscure down to 2 bombs.
Yeah, that is some real dodging effort there.
They were right there, dead center, toss the bomb, they both scatter opposite directions,
Nope.
And see ya!
More money. So, yeah. Even if you came up somehow to Zora without enough money, you were gonna get it on the way.
If the seed is telling you anything, the seed, it's like, 1, you will have enough Zora money. 2, you will have enough bombs.
Yep.
Alright, so 1 logical check left on Death Mountain and Saha Eastern. And this.
Alright, King Zora. ¿Qué tienes? That is just a piece of heart, not even bothering picking it up.
Alright, you fluting up to 1 or you fluting to 5 there, Telethar?
Oh. Bienvenue, I believe, is what you say to the SpeedGaming Francais stream that just came by. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We've got ourselves a casual boots race between Obscure and Telethar. It's going pretty fast right now. I mean, boots, right? But we are doing the Sahasrala check here.
There's the mirror I was hoping for. Eastern?
Now, you gotta sit here and wonder, are you going into Eastern or are you going up to the mountain? Looks like a mountain play, which does not surprise me one bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 13 checks over 3?
Yeah.
So statistically, the good play?
Although, the configuration of items you have can play into that probability. But I don't think it tips the balance that far.
True. And as Dr. Bob said, welcome Raiders. Hope you're all having a great day. Or night. Dead Rock's doing Dead Rock things.
And I, of course, apologize for my butchering of the 2 French words I've pronounced. All right, we have a red boomerang on top of the mountain, so if you want a boomerang, that's one of the ones you can get.
Yeah, I'd probably snag it at this point. It's not my preferred boomerang, but it is your only stun at this moment, so, and it's not to mention easier things to shoot in Hera, so yeah, we're gonna grab that.
Yeah, it seems reasonable. Ooh, Telethar narrowly avoiding the text box of doom there.
Okay, Ether check. What do we got? Hey, more bombs.
Again, Seed has a theme. It has an
does.
idea in mind, and it's going to let you know.
It does. It's a very explosive seed so far. Red Crystal at Pod, Final Pendant at Swamp, Red Crystal at Ice.
Aha. Well, we might have a hover Moldorm bounce, whatever ridiculous seed on our hands here.
We basically are a Moon Pearl and a hook shot away from Pedestal. But the game could also be putting hookshot in GT, so yeah. Looks like Telethar electing to go ahead and check Death Mountain East before Hera, and Obscure going right in.
So I think Telethar checked the first 2 items in Hera and then bailed. On account of it's a pendant. Don't want to do it.
True, and Obscure going right in and falling. I don't think that was intentional. Okay, what kind of goodies does Paradox hold for us today? Hey, boots!
Yeah, there we go.
For anybody who does not know, you start with boots. And the way the seed gets around it is placing a green 20 somewhere that's not in logic, or not, I guess, placed not in logic. So it could be put anywhere.
All right, we have a cape. That's interesting. Oh, there's a pearl.
Okay, we're good.
I was worried we were gonna find like the lamp and have to take our take ourselves to, Agate Tower.
Meanwhile, Obscure taking the hero play all the way, going to Trolldorm. Telethar on their way to Hype Cave.
And there's a piece of heart on Trolldorm, which I think was the second item, but I could be wrong.
Hook shot, hook shot.
Those sounds like the words of somebody who wants to do swamp.
You're right here, right? I mean,
Yeah, but it's Pendant Swamp. What would possess you?
I'm not racing.
Fair. Fair enough.
I'm on chat's side. You know what chat wants.
Ah, I see.
I got your back, chat. Alright, we're getting a stumpy big game check from Telethar. No mitts at the moment, so gonna have to either save and quit or head towards pod, which is beatable. Never mind.
Speaking of mitts.
About that. Anybody who does not believe in
mitts can be.
Exactly. Anybody who does not believe in commentator curse or otherwise, there you go.
I would think that would be the opposite of a curse, unless of course Obscure decides not to go that way. In which case it's a surrogate curse, I guess.
Well, at this point, Obscure could feel a little bit behind due to that hero play, so I don't know what he's capable of right now. I mean, you'd get just about as much out of routing, Skullwoods, Thieves Town, south, so really, it wouldn't lose you any time.
Yeah. Alright, so Obscure picking up that the Moon Pearl as well. Both runners now getting the heck off of the mountain.
So with our current checks, we could now beat Ice Palace. We could beat Pod. We could beat Skull. We could beat Thieves. We could get to the Mire area, check out what that is. Dark Death Mountain.
Where I'm sure the medallion for Mire will just be there.
Probably.
You know how it works.
Probably. But at this point, we need, 1 to 2 medallions. We need a nice run. And I know Obscure can hover. I don't know about Telethar.
We need a sword.
Sword too.
But other than that, that is basically the entire list of things we're looking for. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of a short list right now, 27 minutes in. So at this point, I think you gotta prioritize dungeons. And there's Obscure going straight to Outcast into Skullwoods. And Telethar looks to be prioritizing Overworld right now. Yeah, both checks could pay off.
So Telethar turned in the blacksmith, but then elected not to pick up the purple chest there, because I imagine he's intending on doing some dungeon diving here in a second.
Well, the thing is that you can grab your purple chest, walk left, mirror in front of Thieves Town, flute down to 7, just walk left and flute back to Thieves Town.
That is something you can do. Looks like we're going to get a Sick Kid check real quick.
All right, Sick Kid, what do you hold for us today? Allowance.
Same thing he holds every seed, Pinky. Anyway.
Trying to take over the world with a 20.
Yeah, he's not going to get very far with it. I mean, maybe cash rules everything around us, but not that much.
All right, I guess we kind of need an ice rod too, don't we?
I mean, I thought you mentioned ice rod.
Did I? I think I may have. Well, regardless, ice rod, 1 to 2 medallions, and a sword. Yeah, maybe we did.
All right, so we got 2. We got both of the keys right off the bat here in Thieves Town, so there's a chance we have to go to the big chest.
And Obscure making Mothy look like nothing gets rewarded with powder.
Uh-huh.
Well, can route that in with blacksmith, I guess.
It's something Obscure can take care of, along with that same chain.
I guess that is a flaw that is with this route is you don't get your mitts, so you don't have as easy of access. You're going to have to go down south and back north. But I guess you can run everywhere back south because you're already going to have purple, or you're already going to have Smith turned in.
Oh. So we see a pedestal check from Obscure, and we are not going to do that. No, sir. No, man.
Makes
No
the
other person.
makes the hero play a little more unfortunate, but nothing you can't recover from.
Yeah, it's just a piece of heart, unfortunately. Nothing you would even remotely care about.
But thankfully you're checking it before you're like, well, I feel behind, let's do all 3 pendants.
Yeah. It is very nice to know that you don't have to worry about it. Especially if you end up dipping another pendant dungeon, you know that you may or may not have to go to the boss.
Eastern's going to be really difficult to go to right now, though, because you're going to route in probably Pod, Ice Palace, and you're just going to not want to go to Eastern. So if there is progression, that's tough.
Yeah. Honestly, in this scenario, I would probably go to Ice Palace first, and then go to Pod. And then if Pod didn't pay out with something useful, I might dip Eastern.
That's a good route.
So there's a good chance I might quickly dip over to Meyer area just to see if that medallion is there. Well, garbage in the big chest.
Nothing out of Hera. Or, Thieves Town. We already knew nothing out of Hera. Well, if you're obscure, you don't find anything, you go south, you get your mitts. You're able to route in purple chest right after Smith Chain. Do your powder check unless you do it before him. So, Obscure's routing so far is working out pretty well. But Telethar really has very little cleanup to do. We have not seen Bumper, I don't think. We do have our cape, and that was not needed for Aga.
Yep, Bumper Cave is definitely a possibility, as well as Spike Cave, things along those lines.
Yeah, Graveyard, King's Tomb, can route Grumpy Fish. So there's plenty of routing to go on here.
Yeah, I feel like the play though is to hit these dungeons real quick. Telethar, I imagine, going to Moth now.
Oh, absolutely.
After this,
Might get that purple chest done though. With the flute with you in the mirror, there's very little reason to orphan that check. But will he go up to Skullwoods and get that powder first? Yes.
going to Skullwoods. Alrighty. Telethar now entering the front of Skullwoods. Check the first chest here, see if there's something useful. It's very much not.
While we've got a break here, we know what's coming up. Don't forget to give these runners a follow, Obscure Lifeform and Telethar. Putting on a fantastic show for us. And while you're at it, follow my co-com, Dr. Bobtastic. Lots of Zelda shenanigans and otherwise on his channel. And Sammy Mouse, our tracker.
And, Lana streams too, I'm just saying. Anyway. Probably streams more often than I do at this point. Anyway.
Hey, cross keys is fun.
It is. It is quite fun.
Okay.
Right.
Here we go.
We got dungeon rehash on both sides. We got blind happening for Obscure. And it's going to be a pretty quick fight. Very nicely done. And Telethar heading straight for the Moth fight.
Ooh. I could see something not great for Obscure. If he routes north for King's Tomb, he could end up not getting the mitts for a while.
Yeah, that would be kind of annoying.
On the other hand, mitts unlocks a lot more, so maybe there's progression up north, and doesn't matter anyway, I don't think.
Yeah, I imagine Obscure's probably just heading south here. It feels like the better play, given that there's that whole 5-item cave south of the bomb shop.
That's true. Very true. Are we doing... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, never mind.
Let's go into this house. But I mean, that does not rule out the possibility of going north. I mean, you might have get that look in your eye like, hey, I found a cake. Let's just check this ledge up here real quick. Telethar also going to find out the news about the pedestal.
Yeah, I think you got to check it at that point. You have no other convenient time, and you're a hug shot away from it, so yeah. Ooh, blue
mail.
Blue mail.
I'm probably the only one on the planet who might go out of his way for that.
I think given their sword and their health, I would probably go for it too. Especially with Ice Palace. Well, I guess Obscure does not know Ice Palace is available to you, but if you're Telethar and you see that, I think you get that blue mail. But as it stands, Telethar did not go that way, so it's all good. Either way.
Alrighty. Just a 20 rupees inside the graveyard ledge. So we'll see Obscure go for the King's Tomb play here via the slow way.
Ooh, Telethar trying to pull out the bomb strat. Not quite getting it. I think got a little bit too low initially.
A little more successful than I would be with that. I'll tell you that. 10 arrows in King's Tomb, so nothing great there. Did find 50 rupees there in the first chest of ice. So that's one of the 3 items, and still nothing great.
Yeah, but no less making progression on a crystal, so that's positive for Telethar. Well, this seed kind of slowed down. Oh, hey! Hi, Master Sword.
That is, in fact, progression.
And it's useful for Cold Stare.
Yes. You do not want to fight Cold Stare with the Fighter Sword. I mean, because basically at that point you're fighting it with the hammer. And you still don't want to do that because the hammer is tiny.
Did Obscure check Catfish or not? I didn't see that.
I don't think so. And a mushroom. That's all 3 items in ice.
Well, see ya, Ice. That's a very nice Icebreaker Ice Palace. Wouldn't be so great with Diver Down, but... Not Diver Down, pardon me, with Ice Palace Bomb Jump, but... what are you doing, Telethar?
He needs the big key because he didn't hit the switch.
Ah, well, you got lucky there, then. Oh, a small key, right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you need a small key as well. Could have, chanced on the big chest having a key and then seen what that would do, but this is still fine.
Yeah, this is about the friendliest Ice Palace you could hope for. Not only did you get all 3 items up front, but you got the big key placed right where you needed it to be. Ooh, yeah, got that health refill. So probably planning on doing that little sword beam fire rod strat.
So now we're seeing hey, there's the other male on Catfish, so, I mean, not a bad consolation prize for having to go out of your way to do Catfish.
True, and you did ignore the other blue male, so works out nicely.
Okay, so Obscure is going to go for the pod play here, which is a interesting play given the situation, but again, we know that Obscure has not located the mitts yet, so... Yeah.
Telethar giving the Puffs a hug, taking a forward heart hug, but otherwise no issues.
Alright. And the Ice Palace goes down. That is as we said before, one of the 5-6 crystals. Pod being the other one, so
this is kind of good and bad. Obscure is going to probably end up last locating those mitts, which is kind of okay because mitts lock so much. If you find everything but mitts and mitts is your go mode, then he's in good shape. That being said, unless the progression's in Eastern Palace, he may end up electing to do that if nothing's in pod.
The mitts are on good old J.R. Stumpsman over there in the woods in the Dark World, otherwise known as Stumpy, otherwise known as the person who gives you the shovel.
Yeah.
Vanilla game. Alright, Misery Mire turns out to be Quake. And we don't get the medallion, like, immediately.
That's also our lamp. So gonna have a little easier time in Palace of Darkness.
Feels pretty good.
Now for this runner, Caliber here, probably not required, but never turning down.
Alright.
Unlike that green potion. See ya.
Yep. No need for that, apparently. Alright, and Telethar also going to join the party in pod. No real surprises there.
But doesn't have incentive to do Eastern, so could be good for Obscure if Eastern has progression as well, if he elects to do it after pod.
Obscure also still trying to get to the party in pod. Just because we know the business is up front. But anyway. Yeah, lots of keys. We had a heart. That's about it.
Not wrong, Nerdly. Not wrong.
All right. So yet another key in the back of pod, and we'll finally start seeing, the cavalcade of items at some point.
We didn't mention it, but Obscure pulling off a good little rail clip thing there called... Oh, hi, it's Rod. Anyway, it's called Pod Clip as a nickname, I guess. Clip through stuff. Anyway, Ice Rod in pod, which will put Telethar up to Dark Death Mountain after this, no doubt.
Or like Ice Pod. I mean, wait, no, I'm done. No, that was dumb. Moving on.
Okay, so far Telethar seems to be routing this the way the seed wants him to. Oh, it's not pod clip POD, it's POG clip, I think. You can Google it, YouTube it. Pretty easy trick, but fancy and useful on occasion. Can save like 7 or 8 seconds.
I see.
And Telethar trying it, not quite getting it, but second try, no.
Oh, we're talking about the stair extension thing. Okay, that...
Yeah, that's its traditional name, stair extension. Pod clip is the... I guess the nickname for it.
Fair enough. I was like, is this a new clip I don't know about? No. We're good.
And Telethar pulling off another bug, toss a bomb, run at the right time, and you go at half speed. Well done. It's like you're dragging Old Man Gary behind you, just going slow.
All right, Telethar picking up the ice rod. So if you want to talk about not having an incentive to go into Eastern, that ice rod makes it significantly more likely that you might just go up to Dark Death Mountain, hope the medallion for Turtle Rock is there, and just do that.
Well, it'll give you knowledge on your second required dungeon with the medallions, so if it ends up being Quake, then you know, if you can ever, you're a Quake from Go mode at this point.
There's also the Moldorm bounce trick that some people can do, which I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't do that mess. Only thing I've done which made me learn stuff is qualifier number 1. After that, I learned how to mimic lip. That's about it. And now I know it's the easiest trick in the book, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, especially with the buffer strats.
No buffer needed. It's all good.
We're gonna have to have a conversation.
Absolutely, I'm here for it.
Because the no buffer version, I do not understand and never will.
Oh yeah, it's easy peasy, my friend. Trust me.
Does it just not work on a regular SNES controller? Is that the problem?
That's what I use. I use real hardware. Okay, but
not hit the buttons right.
All right, Obscure picks up crystal number 4. Yeah, number 4 for Obscure, I think. Oh, yeah. Gonna be number 5 for Telethar. Beautiful turtle room. Well done, Telethar. And just like predicted, well, Obscure's going up Death Mountain, I guess. It's we're going to see what Telethar does, though. He's got the mitts. Oh, what's Obscure doing? Oh, Spike Cave.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop thinking about Mimic Clip and get back to the game. I was about to try to continue to have the conversation. I'm like, no, this is for another time. We've got this whole match we're trying to commentate here. So, Pod going to be finished here by Telethar as well, and we're going to see Spike Cave, from Obscure. Again, the seed, just like, hey, were you out of bombs yet?
Some more. Okay, Magic Bat, what do you got?
The cane was really early. It was at Bonk Rocks, I believe, right after Escape.
Yeah, it was super early. $20 for Magic Bat. But looks like Obscure making the good call not going into Eastern. Probably going to pick up those mids here momentarily. Or he's just going into Eastern net. No, we're going... Okay. Hype Cave West. Oh, big bomb from Telethar.
Mm-hmm.
Big bomb before Dark Death Mountain. That's spicy.
Sure is a play. And timing the transition just right there. I guess the idea there is you just want to get to the transition early enough, and if you cross with a 1, you just cross back.
I haven't timed that right, but I can say I've tried.
There's Bombos.
Which could be needed for TR.
Yeah, that's very possible. Telethar going to go ahead and, well, he was going to try to drop a bottle, but then decided against it.
Didn't want to wait the extra half second.
Yep. I could see Telethar actually doing the mushroom turn in here.
Oh, Obscure, no! Obscure!
Obscure, what are you doing?
Could be the play, but no! He's doing this before doing Stumpy. Oh, he feels behind after doing Hira, I think, so he's just kind of continuing that trend. Could be needed. Could be Quake here.
He's doing Pendant Swamp with no hookshot. Oof. I believe oof is the proper term for this.
Oh, that's Quake.
Quake Medallion on the potion shop. So I think we have a change in destination for Telethar coming up here.
Yeah,
He's gonna miss out on that blue mail that that catfish would have got him.
if Telethar can hover, that could be go mode unless ether is needed for TR. And our tracker informing us that the tracker is being a tracker and kind of eating inputs, so it's
Like
all
you
good.
do.
Exactly. Telethar does have Quake, does have Bombos as well.
Alright. So we're getting the Misery Mire taken care of very quickly. We'll see how Telethar routes this. Like, if Telethar goes through here kind of still looking for stuff, we can assume... I mean, you would probably still check things just in case. Like, you don't want to have to rely on some obscure trick to get across the Moldorm gap.
That was an unintentional pun, and I'm here for it.
I do not even know.
Whatever.
Oh, obscure. I said, yeah, okay. I was like, I do not even know what pun I made, but I will accept it. All right, welcome into everybody coming in from SpeedGaming 2. I believe there was a Mario Odyssey thing going on over there.
Bingo, I think, yeah.
Fun times. So this is not so much with the Odyssey or the Bingo, but it is Link to the Past Randomizer Casual Boots mode, and we have one of our runners who is potentially in Go mode, given the layout. We don't know for sure.
That'd be Telethar.
Yeah, and unfortunately, our tracker again is being obnoxious and not registering inputs, but so we may or may not see those items for a hot minute.
So far, nothing on the left side swamp. So, for anybody that is just getting here, Obscure Lifeform kind of skip check and Stumpy for the Mitts. Mitts leads to Ice Palace to get your Master Sword.
Also, the mushroom was in there.
That's true, and the mushroom leads to your Quake, which, as far as we know, is required at minimum for Mire. Could be also required for TR, we don't know.
All right, left side Swamp, final chest is just a piece of heart. That's going to do it for Swamp without a hook shot.
Meanwhile, Crystal, number 6 out of God Mire for Telethar.
Yep. I mean, this was like extra God Mire, because if you had like the sick hovers, you could have just hovered from the big chest or from the chest where the big key was to the bridge, which would have been great. More bottle there on Bombo's tablet.
Is that an empty bottle?
I believe so.
Oh yeah, it doesn't say like goo or something like that, so that's an empty bottle. Okay, Obscure about to get his mitts. Telethar kind of routing this well in that kind of started his Dark World route in Hype Cave West, which got a Mitts. Knocked out Skull, Thieves Town. And it's kind of gone from there.
All right. So, Telethar now heading for the Turtle Rock situation. I was sitting here wondering, why in the world is he going this way? And I was like, oh, right, no hookshot.
Unfortunately, we can't hover that gap.
Well, I mean, if we had a ferry.
True.
But that sounds like the worst idea.
Soft locking yourself? I don't know. Alright, so if you're a Telethar, do you go check Hookshot Cave really quick in case there's a sword?
Maybe. I mean, it all depends on what this medallion is. If it's ether, I'm definitely going to Hookshot Cave, you know?
Right. I mean, you got one check in there logically. Oh, it's Bombos!
Yeah, Bombos medallion. Which was a Pyramid Fairy, right?
It was. So Pyramid Fairy and Mushroom, both required.
Yeah, so Ice Palace just kind of having the goods today. Now, to be fair, I would not be surprised if the hookshot itself was here in Turtle Rock. That's the sort of thing that would probably happen.
Or Tile Room.
Watch it just be on Armos, though.
Oh, lordy. Well, we know it's not in Ped. We know it's not in Hero. We know it's not in the front half of Swamp.
Yeah.
So we are unsure about Telethar's ability to hover. So if Telethar can hover, that's go mode. But otherwise, we're still looking for a hookshot then. We'll see.
Yeah. I would still give Telethar the advantage right now, given the situation. Just, having 6 crystals.
Absolutely. And technically, Obscure is still on Fighter Sword. No medallions.
Mm-hmm. So we have now found the shovel here in Turtle Rock. We've also got 2 small keys.
I don't think Telethar ever went back for Purple Chest, did he?
Purple Chest has not been checked by Telethar, so we will... This is a new check we will see from Obscure here. Oof.
Darn Stalfos. And doesn't even get revenge.
Alright, Chain Chomp room time.
Just a Pizza Heart off of Purple Chest.
Right side Chain Chomp room. That's an interesting strat.
Well, and making the wise call not to hug a Chain Chomp, that hurts in Greenmail.
I do agree.
It does not hug a Chain Chomp nationally or anything like that.
Though, technically, it is National Dog Day, or International Dog Day, and the name of the Chain Chomps in Japanese is Wanwan, as in like a dog's bark. They're supposed to be dogs, is what I'm saying. And the only reason I know it's International Dog Day is because YouTube told me that. So now we know. So there we go.
Now, people bringing up a good point in chat. Pretty sure Ice Palace was hookshot locked, so we're not going to find it in GT. So you're right, it's probably here. Or Eastern. And I guess Mushroom is required, so...
Bruh, Kirby, I'm too old for TikTok.
Okay, if Telethar finds a hookshot here, this is a god-routed seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the time on this is going to be absurd.
I think my PB on this mode is only around 104, so this isn't going to be a terrible time behind then.
I'm not even going to talk about what my PB is, because one, I don't know, and two, it's not anywhere close to that. We got a full heart. Telethar is going to go ahead and check the last chest.
So if Hook isn't here, that puts it in Eastern Palace, pretty sure.
Hookshot Cave Hookshot would be hilarious.
That's true. We haven't actually checked First Check there or Super Bunny.
Yep. And honestly, I would expect Telethar to go ahead and check those, just because one, it could be the hookshot to make your life a little easier, and two, it could be a sword to make your life a lot easier.
Or silvers, even.
And so Telethar went into Mire and beat Mire, but did not get any items out of Mire.
But Bombus is locked. Or no, Mire's Quake. Which I think that means that can't be there either.
The mushroom's on the right side of ice, so...
Yeah, which is hookshot locked, I think. Obscure picks up crystal number 5. Oh! Game! Go ahead!
Oh my goodness.
Chat, you know the drill. 22 checks in GT. Go ahead and put in a guess for that GT big game. Such a late time. I hear it's such a late, thing. Usually when we start the Trinex fight is when we usually try and start the game in this situation.
Well, we are going to get a little bit of a reprieve, because Telethar is going to skip or check a couple things on the way, as we expected.
Bloomerang, worth it.
All right, you're going to find the lamp here in Mire Shed.
That's right. Telethar went here pretty early to find out that Quake was the thing.
Right, and the bonk chest. Third sword.
There you go.
So, absolutely worth it.
That puts Hookshot in Eastern Palace or Green Pendant. Pretty sure we've seen everything else. Or Shovel, maybe. Nope, that was in TR.
Play being hinted at by the logic, I think was a good impression. It's just, the logic cares. And most people who run at this level don't. I don't know if most people can hover at this level, but a lot of them can. Especially if you're guaranteed to have these boots. That's something you might try to learn.
Well, I know you can. I can a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright. So far we're up to 1. Looks like we're going. We're gonna cheat to get to Southos. What a cheater!
It's a valid strat though.
True. Oh gosh,
Hey.
hi Butter. Lordy,
We will take a butter sword.
evil shield.
I mean, arguably less evil than the other one.
Sure. Plus, it doesn't matter as much with the Link sprite. That's like 30 years old. But the fish sprite for Obscure with the mirror shield, it's insane. Oh. So 7.
All right, fair enough.
Kirby fan. You got this, Dr. Bob. Go for it.
What?
I don't know. Thought you were going to say something.
No, I was just saying he's on his way up. I finished my sentence.
Oh, got you. Kirby fan. You won the Big Key Guessing Game. Well done. Lifetime supply of rando seeds and the utmost respect from Dr. Bob and myself. Well
For
done.
some value of the word utmost.
Exactly. And Obscure pulling off the hovers.
Telethar with yet another spike room strat that I haven't seen.
First try hovers for Obscure. We'll see if we can get to part 2.
Here we go.
And the answer is yes. Well done. So Obscure needs to turn in the mushroom, get Pyramid Fairy, and that's about it. Uh-oh.
Telethar is running low. Does have the powder if we want to make use of that up in the upcoming room. I honestly would. At this point.
Does also have a blue potion as well if needed.
And we can, if we want to, since we're dealing with Butter Sword, we could have used delayed Landmo strats there.
True. Delayed Landmo with a Samaria spin. Ooh, it's spicy.
I don't know why I associate that strategy with Willard. That's just where I learned it from. So in my brain, it's called Willard strats.
Can't blame it. Kind of sticks with you when you learn it from one person. Yeah, Obscure making the right call, turning in that big bomb. Unfortunately, it's going to put him directly in a mire for nothing. Probably before he turns in Mushroom.
I imagine. On account of, Obscure having already done all that. Well, no, you don't go into mire that way.
Never mind.
You go into Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I thought... okay, Quake is that Mushroom, that's right. So this will put a full clear TR.
I mean, he was going to do a full clear TR anyway, probably.
True.
I mean, maybe not a completely full clear. Like, you might have skipped the very last chest.
Okay, Telethar, here we go.
I certainly don't mind going ahead and killing Moldorm and getting it out of the way. Alright, here we go. We are getting an attempt.
Uh-oh. Hit that sword button.
Rip.
Looks like the same level of skill of hovering as me. You can do it, you just need time.
Oh, got Moldorm stuck kind of in the corner there, so we're setting it up. Oh!
Ooh, so close.
So Telethar is... The good news for Telethar is he's got plenty of time to pull this off. His opponent is not really anywhere close to finishing. Yeah, Moldorm comes back if you haven't opened the chest. And if you haven't crossed the gap, well, you haven't opened the chest.
Or Telethar right now, probably heart beating like crazy, being like, I'm racing Obscure. If he's not already climbing GT, he's really close.
All right. Oh. Looked like he had it there for a second. Now, the good news is Telethar is going to get a lot of attempts at this, too. The only limiting factor here would be, like, whatever damage he might take from falling down.
How tired your arm is.
How tired your arm is, yeah. And we can restore some of that damage because we've got anti-fairies in the basement here.
And a blue potion, so plenty of attempts.
Yeah, lots and lots and lots of goes at it.
Alright, probably reposition you the controller in the hands.
And you can sort of like begin your A pressing on the pause menu if you really want to. Trying to set it up, get your rhythm down. You won't get any feedback about it, but you can at least start it up.
Got this Telethar. Oh.
For that, I would recommend Telethar actually wait until Moldorm is finished dying so the lag frames don't get you.
That is a good point. And sometimes Moldorm's
the lag can help you though too, so
true. And sometimes Trolldorm just says, "No, you will not attempt this time. Go back to basement."
See, Moldorm bounce sounds better to some people. To me, it sounds like, as hard as Bufferless Mimic Clip.
I don't learn the pause strat, so if I learn Moldorm bounce, it'll be Bufferless, I swear to you.
Okay. Congratulations.
Bufferless Hammer Yump, Bufferless Mimic Clip, Bufferless Gap Jump thing. I don't know.
All right. Well, yeah. The whole someone asking in chat, are you allowed to go look up a video on the Moldorm bounce? And yeah, you're totally allowed to look up videos and things like that on strats for the game in the middle of the game. It's just going to cost you whatever time it takes to watch that video.
But I wonder if it was a video made by Obscure Lifeform on how to do it. Would you be allowed to?
Oh, well, definitely.
Joking. Yeah, basically the only things you're not allowed to do during a race is 1, turn on your restream, or 2, turn on your opponent. Or take advice from general chat, I guess. That everything else is up for grabs.
Obscure going for the Mimic Cave play here.
And Telethar changing strats, going for the bounce. And first try! Oh my gosh! What in the
actual heck is going on? Okay.
First try Mimic bounce, Moldorm bounce thing.
See, I'm just sitting here like, how in the world do you get Moldorm to cooperate with you? But that, yeah, okay.
There we go. Okay. Technicalities, Red Gen. Technicalities. Okay, and see you, Aga 2.
Farewell. All right, Telethar falling into the Ganon fight. We do not have the silver arrows, but we do have the gold sword, so the initial phases will be pretty quick. The final phase will still take 12 spins at the proper times.
Ganon with the whole brain facts.
This is the intermittent fasting strat right here.
There you go.
Just do dashes inside the fire to kill Ganon.
And it looks like Obscure's going to pick up crystal number 6, and not long after Telethar, maybe Dot Dunning.
Oof.
Yeah.
A issue there. Does get the one hit in, but that's all you're going to get if you actually accidentally hit the...
Yeah, a little early. Easy to do.
All right, Obscure finishing off Trinex with that crystal. Ooh. Telethar missing the torch there, but that's not a huge deal. Still doing an excellent job keeping up with Ganon, and there we go. Telethar taking down Ganon. This will be quite the match. Probably I would consider quite the upset given that Obscure, was the champion of the previous tournament. Probably surprising to a lot of people, but well played to Telethar.
Everybody, you're already doing so, but get your GGs in chat for Telethar winning this race. With a race time by GG time of 1:16:23.
Oh, shots at the dig spot.
So it was in fact TR. Oh, he's going back to swamp.
Oh no. That is unfortunate.
Right. We haven't said it enough, chat, but don't forget to give these runners a follow. They've done a fantastic job showing us how to play this game well. Don't forget to give Dr. Bobtastic a follow, as well as Sammy Mouse, doing a fantastic job today.
And of course, the other person on the commentator's desk.
Cool.
Certainly worth. If you want to see someone who actually knows how to play the game, that would be a good thing to do. Lana would be your go-to there.
I gotcha.
Obscure going in for the back of swamp. That's gotta hurt.
Where did Ganon say Silvers were? I totally missed that.
Oh yeah, good question. GT, apparently.
Yeah, I guess we did find that big key right away, huh? So our tracker has marked Telethar as done, but Tracker's still being Tracker, so we're trying our best to get him in here for an interview. Oh, and there we are, Telethar. Welcome to the booth, GG to you.
Hello, hello. Welcome. Well played. What a game.
Oh, thank you. GG's.
All right, Telethar. So, I assume you were, just losing your mind there trying to cross the Moldorm gap there at the end. Just like,
Yeah, it wasn't good for me, but it worked out, I guess.
I'll just note really quick here. Looks like Obscure Lifeform did elect to go ahead and forfeit as well, so I'll probably be getting an interview shortly, hopefully. But yeah, what's it like to go for a seed?
It's good, I guess. I had just done that earlier in my ladder race, so.
Well, there you go.
Nice back-to-back.
Must be
routes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So pretty much your route was pretty darn good. We do have Obscure Lifeform in here. Welcome, GG's to you.
GG's. Well played, Telethar.
Thank you, GG's, dude.
So the main difference in this early on, everybody was pretty darn even, but Telethar elected to start Dark World South, and Obscure decided to start in Dark Kakariko, I guess, whatever it's called.
Village of Outcasts, yeah.
Thank you. And then kind of holding off on Stumpy for a while.
Yeah, I decided to go north, like, just get those checks done and out of the way. So, yeah, decided to go north because I had no real intention of going back to Village of Outcasts after that. And I thought, well, I can do the south side at any time. And then I was kind of getting towards the last location. I was kind of like, well, Swamp is becoming more and more valuable. But, I mean, after I was feeling pretty good until, like, the Swamp play. And then it just all went downhill from there, I feel like.
Yeah. So, so you were still looking for, what, the Quake Medallion at the end there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was at the Mushroom Turn-In.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, I kind of forgot about the mushroom, not going to lie, but at the same time, I kind of kept finding progression as well, so...
And you had already done the catfish and all that stuff, so it was just so out of the way to do that. I mean, it was just a flute to 2, but still, it's not the sort of thing you want to do unless it's something you have to.
Yeah, usually if you're filling up potions, like I can't even remember where the mushroom was. I don't think it was that early. Was it like Ice Palace, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Ice Palace.
Yeah, I think I'd kind of lost it in my mind by that point. I was just kind of messing around on the stream, pulling silly faces and stuff. So because I knew things were going wrong.
I think we could say now that the people who were saying that Ice Palace was locked by the hookshot were wrong.
Yeah, because TR was locked by that mushroom.
Well, it was locked by the 5-6 crystals.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There was nothing on the right side of TR or of Ice Palace except for items, I thought.
Yeah.
Sword and mushroom, I think.
Yeah, the mushroom was there, which gave you Quake.
Right.
The sword was there, and also, so the thing with the reason it was like that is because the shovel actually led to the hookshot.
Well, I think it technically was hookshot locked. The game wanted you to beat Ice Palace, go to get the red bomb, go get your shovel, go get your hookshot, and probably go to right side to Ice Palace.
Oh, so you're saying the mushroom was hookshot locked? Okay.
I think that's right.
That sounds dumb, and I hate it.
That's nasty. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That is why we have all these tricks to get around all the logic, because ain't nobody got time for that.
If the game wanted that, they shouldn't have given us, Smaria.
But yeah, well done on that Moldorm bounce. I still don't know how anybody makes Moldorm do anything that it doesn't want to.
Second try, it was amazing. It was great. We're like, okay, hover. Okay, oh wait, we're Moldorm bouncing. Wait, we got it. Okay.
Yeah. I kind of was able to hover, and then I went on a vacation, and now I cannot. So it's like, well, I guess we're here. I guess we're trying it. And then once that didn't work, I was like, well, I can bounce, I suppose, maybe if I get lucky. Worked out.
Go. Well done, indeed. Oh my goodness. Yes, such a interesting interesting race, interesting route. And a very well routed run from you, Telethar, and a little unfortunate for Obscure on some of those checks there. Just having to end up going into Swamp looking for that medallion. You don't love it, and doing the double dip on Swamp without the hook shot, that's not fun, and I feel for you big time.
Yeah, one day hookshotless Swamp will pay out. Until that day, I'll keep on trying.
Just play a Why Is That There seed and you'll be good.
Oh yeah, I played one of those today. I had good fun.
Ugh. Anyway, so is there anything else that you two would like to say before we wrap it up here?
No, just thanks for putting on the restream and the comms, and congrats to Telethar and GG's on progressing, and good luck to you.
Yep. Thank you. So same. Thanks for the comms. Thanks for everyone, viewers, trackers. It's been good racing you, Obscure. Hopefully I can continue on in the bracket.
All right. Well, good luck in the next round there, Telethar. And once again, I want to thank both of you for your excellent run here and your excellent show. If you want to see some top-tier gameplay from both of these runners, you should give them a follow here on Twitch. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Of course, I want to thank our tracker, Sammy Moss, for taking care of the buttons. My co-commentator, Lana Bean, for putting up with my terrible puns. And
loved every one of them.
And for all of you watching here, thank you so much for watching. I will say I've been Dr. Bobtastic. I'll see you all at a later occasion, and I will leave the last word to Lana.
Everybody have a great night. And don't forget, give SpeedGaming through SpeedGaming 6 a follow. And I would list off what's coming up on SpeedGaming, but SG Live's going on, and there are a lot of things. So stay tuned to the SpeedGaming channels for all sorts of shenanigans. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.